Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I'm going to work on my niece's ledger style journal slash guest book. I don't know what you want to call it, but anyway. I don't want to cover this entirely because I like this, but I thought it would be good to put in like some pockets because she could then put cards that she gets from her wedding in those pockets. So I kind of want them to be fairly sturdy. And since this isn't going to be a super thick book, we don't need a whole ton of pages. She's not having a huge wedding. She's having a fairly small wedding. And I'll put a few more pages than what's in here now. But anyway, I'm not going to make it super thick. So I figured we would be able to have a little room for some nice like gusseted pockets to go in there. So I have no idea what I'm going to do because I don't know. I'm just going to wing it. This isn't, I haven't really seen much on this type of thing, so I don't know. We're just going to do it and see what we get. Okay, so the first thing I want to do, and this is a fairly thin file folder. I think I got these at the dollar store, so they're a little bit thinner than normal, but I kind of like doing, this is probably upside down, right? Yep. Somebody asked me why I have my cutter upside down. I don't know. My other one too. That's just the way I like it myself, but anyway. What was I going to say? Oh, thin kind of file folders from the dollar store I've noticed, but I like them for crafts because they're thicker than a lot of papers, but at least they're not, as thin as like just a regular piece of paper. So I think I might keep these folds over here, and then I can make more, but why score more than you have to? So I'm just going to cut along one of the already scored lines that they make for you in these file folders. So I just left two of them. I don't know. Oh yeah, you guys can see those. Just to, might as well use them. So I'm just going to fold that there. And I'm assuming that looks to be about half an inch or so. So now we just have to figure out how big of a pocket we need. I'll set this on the floor for a minute because I just don't have room up here for that. And we're just going to draw a little line. And I'm kind of thinking I might do it like cut a slit in it so you could put lower and higher. I don't know yet. I haven't totally thought that part through, but get a pencil and just mark about where I want it to go to. Top and bottom. Oh, except if I cut it there, duh, I need to add a half an inch to that. Brain. I'm telling you, I am on an insomnia jag, and so anything could happen. I just am all messed up because I'm tired. I don't know why I do that every once in a while. It's just sometimes. It's not like all the time. I don't have that problem, but man. So we need like to about right there. A little more than that. We need more like 5 7/8, I think is where I'm going to cut it. So anyway, yeah, I'm just all messed up because I haven't been sleeping. I don't know, I have no idea why. I just sit and think about stupid stuff. It's not even like I have something important that I'm worrying about or something. It's just silliness. Annoying. So I'm going to do the first score line at half an inch. And that totally was not at the same spot as this. That's really weird. So I obviously drew my lines very crooked. We're just going to go with that first one. And then I'm going to do 1/4 of an inch. So then I essentially have the same lines as I have on this side. And you don't need that second one. You really just need the 1/2 inch one. I don't know why I did that. Like I said, I may do all sorts of squirrely things today. Alright, so let's just kind of look at this and figure out what we want to do. I thought about covering the whole inside, but then I'm like, you know, it's kind of cool. And it's got that writing up there and stuff, and I don't know, I just didn't really want to cover it entirely. And it's in pretty good condition. I may go ahead and cover this, though, with some washi or something, because it's, you know, from having the binding in there and then taken out and all that. Okay, so now I just have to decide what I want to do. So if we do like a double pocket thing, we're probably going to want to obviously like glue it. So maybe I'll just cut it since I'm going to have to glue it anyway. Because if you know, put a card in there, it would fall all the way down and you wouldn't be able to get it out, even with a slit cut in it. So let's just cut it. And we'll make one bigger than the other. So, and I'm not even sure like if, you know, her cards will totally fit in there or not. So let's cut this at, let's go with 5. That looks, yeah. So then we can do kind of a overlap thing like that, or we could do this way, overlap like that, I guess would be better, because then you'd have a taller pocket. So something like this. That's pretty wide. I mean, I know some wedding cards are really big, but it's like almost 5 1/4 or whatever. I think that'll be not too bad. I mean, it's not ideal. There will be cards that won't fit, but we'll just go with that. And I'm just gonna kind of, actually I'm gonna wait to do that because I'm gonna like collage them a little bit first. Sorry, like I said, the brain. Alright, so I have some things, and I'm using Denise's Friendship, or Spring Blooms Friendship. It's kind of going to be like my design team project for her, and I am using other people's papers too. I can't remember where I got this blue paper. It was something that my niece wanted. This like faded blue. This is ArtMaze, I know that, and there's some Graphics Fairy stuff, but mainly it's Denise's Spring Blooms Friendship. So I think I want a piece of this. This is Rachel Roxy Creations doily, which I think is fun. I may do just a little extra on that, because I'm going to tear this side too. So I hope you're all having an awesome day. It's a very nice, sunny, fabulous day here so far. I mean, it's really cold, but you know, I'll take it compared to a lot of other things. I saw on Instagram, I can't remember who it was, but posted a super snowy picture and said that this is here, you know, where she's at today, and I thought, oh, I'm glad I'm not in that boat. We had that one horrible winter like that just would never end, and it can be daunting by this point in time for sure. So yeah, so I know this isn't I don't know, super exciting, like it's nothing new really, but this is what I'm working on, so I thought I'd come on and you guys can hang out and craft with me. I really love this tall ledger. I wish I could find more of them. It's the only one I've run across, but I mean, some places may have lots of them. We don't have a huge selection, so that could be part of it. I don't really need this whole thing, but it seems pointless to tear it because I couldn't really use much of it anywhere else. So let's see, what else could we put on there maybe? I'm just moving these papers out of the way. Those are all ArtMaze. Those are pretty. I really like this. I think I'll use that on that lower pocket. And I'm probably not going to be making like a whole lot of journaling cards or anything for this, because obviously, you know, there's not really a reason to do that. I have these and this. Everything's falling down over there. I like the little bird part, this part. I'll just kind of tear that out. I went through a jag of insomnia really bad when I was pregnant with my daughter. Well, that was also right after 9/11. And, oh my goodness, that was awful because, you know, I was pregnant and everything. I don't know why I do that at times. I mean, that was a little more understandable because of, like I said, 9/11. But, yeah, I don't know why that happens to me. It's annoying. And I can't remember where I got all of these. I will try to remember to link all of that in my description box below as far as like these go. This is Graphics Fairy, that's Graphics Fairy. I kind of want that stamp. Could use that piece for somewhere else. Cover up all the flowers. I think I'm just going to take part of it. Sometimes these things perplex me. Use one of these, Medieval Mirage. This is for Medieval Missives add-on part 4, where you get these little cards and things. Probably should have torn it, huh, since I tore everything else. And then I'm going to end up covering all the flowers up again. Hey. Just feel like it needs something a little taller over there. I may not have my mojo on today because, like I said, it's just kind of out there, kind of out to lunch. Okay, let's do some inking and see if that helps me at all. That's, you're not going to see that. And there's also the point of this is going to be down here, so kind of need to figure out how much of that is going to get covered. Okay, try these flowers. I'm not sure how to preserve these so that they don't get messed up is the only thing with these flowers. It's almost like they need to be behind like a piece of plastic like that or something. I wonder if I could. One of the little petals already fell off. So let's do this. Horrible. I need to use my cutter before I completely destroy it. I just changed my blade. It's like so nice. I love that when I have a new blade in my cutter. So yeah, I'm hoping to maybe finish this weekend so that I can get started on a journal for Juanita. And I think I will use my new Digi in it if she likes it, which I'll be showing you guys hopefully Monday. I'm just waiting. It's all finished. I need my son to watermark it and do all those types of things with it. Thinking I could just cut it right there. I really just want that. Now let's try it and see what it looks like. It might be weird, but I'm going to cut this side because there's a little bit of a bend in the acetate. Oh. I thought that was going to tear that. I cut even more off of these sides, I think. That almost seems like it should be on the bottom, but I think it'll be okay if I do something like that. Now I have to figure out what to do with the sides of this. And I might put more than one flower inside of there. Alright, so let's see, what should we do? We could do napkins, but I don't have a whole lot in the way of napkins. So let me see. If I use some fabric, I can stitch it. I just have this bag full of fabric that Denise sent me, and it's just a mess now. Denise, I apologize. She'd probably be horrified. But it has just ended up, because I take it here and there and downstairs, and I just do all kinds of little projects. Like for a while I was doing little snippets and flowers, and yeah, it's just a mess. Has a little bit of blue. The problem is those numbers need to get covered. And oh, I know. Denise gave me this Tim Holtz fabric, and I was going to use it in here, so it was sitting right over on my table, and I forgot. We could definitely use some bits from this. I may still use those, some of those. No, I just put them over here and I can't find them. This piece, because that blue goes really well with some of the other ones, because I don't want it to be like all you know, black and white. So let's tear the, like, well, there's selvage down here, but not, I just don't like this the way it is down here, so I'm going to tear a little bit of this off, because the way it meets the edge there, it's not great. Maybe I'm going to tear it off. You know, fabric and I are not always fast friends. I watch other people do it and there's like, psh, torn. I'm like, see? It does that to me a lot. And I know it's because I was trying to just do a little piece, but seriously. Okay, we're just going to do bigger then, and just do a whole line of it. Okay. So I kind of want this, you know, these spots that are a little bit blue, but I also like those flowers right there. You're not going to be able to see a whole lot of the flower though once it's on there, so let's just work with these littler ones would work. And so I'll kind of glue these on right now, and then I'll stitch around it. So this may end up being like a two-part thing or something, because you know, it's already been 23 minutes and I've really gotten nothing accomplished. You're probably like, yeah, we noticed. I just, whoa, sleep. It's amazing how messed up that makes you. My husband just lays down and he's snoring in like 2 seconds. It's like, how do you do that? I mean, he's had his times of insomnia too, but for some reason it just is annoying when you're going through it. You're like, how come you can sleep and I can't? Alright, I'm looking at some other stuff. It was fun yesterday, all the comments and stuff about bunnies. They're fun pets. A lot of people said they had them. So that was fun to hear all of it. I think I want this. And that's kind of got beat up with me trying to tear it. There's like a little elephant right there. He's kind of cool. He could go right here. That way he'd be going the right direction. I don't know what that has to do with weddings, but I don't know, any more weddings are, or at least it seems to me, are pretty relaxed. They're not as, I mean, it depends on the wedding you're going to, obviously, because some people still do the really fancy all-out thing. But like I said, she's just doing a small thing, which is awesome, because there's no need really for spending gobs of money. I know that when I got married, I was just bound and determined to, you know, have all the fanciness. And I mean, not that my wedding was super expensive, because it wasn't, but because my husband and I had to pay for it, so but it's just kind of silly when you think about it. I mean, it's great to have people there and get together and all that, but I just think some of it is just silliness. And the prices that are charged for stuff just because you say you're having a wedding is astronomical. It's crazy, and it's gotten really crazy. So anyway, I was happy that they were doing the smaller gathering type thing. Stitch that there. I need like one more piece for up there at the top, and I kind of want something on it. Let's see. Just I'm not seeing. I like the flowers and stuff. Let me see if there's anything else. I don't really want to tear this all to pieces. I like these flowers over here. I know you can't see what I'm doing right now. I'm just tearing this bit of fabric, because it had these pretty flowers. Maybe I'll put this one, since it's kind of see-through, over here. And I'll put this up over here. This is how I end up with strings everywhere. Okay, so let's get those glued down, and then I'll stitch them, and we'll see what we got, because it's kind of hard to tell at the moment. Okay, so I think that blue one's gone down first. And like I said, this is just kind of how I do this, because I'm just tacking it down essentially right now, because I'm going to go stitch it. This is just like I did on that other envelope thing I did. It's a good way to cover envelopes, because often, like, you know, with this one there's the numbers and stuff, and if you don't want that on there, I mean, if you want it on there, then it's fine. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to do this one first, because it's plain, and I'd rather see the print ones than cover up the print ones. I'm just going to put that there. And then this one can go here. This one at the top. Oh, what's the front and back of that? I think this is it's hard to tell because it's very sheer fabric. I don't know what I'd do without you, Denise. She has sent me fabric, because I really had none when I started junk journaling. I've been chatting with Denise and Allie since pretty much the beginning, but since I started it. But anyways, she sent me all kinds of fabric scraps and stuff, because I really didn't have any, because I didn't really do anything with fabric before I started doing junk journals. I mean, every once in a while something, but I would just go buy it, you know, however much I needed or whatever. Because I didn't sew or any of that. It needs to actually go down a little further. So yeah, Denise was a lifesaver for me because, man, I wouldn't be able to do a lot of this stuff without her kindness. She used to quilt, so she said she had all kinds of fabrics and things that she didn't use, or like, you know, so much scraps and stuff. So she just sent me some of what she had, and that she still had enough for what she needed. That is one thing about it. You often don't need very like big pieces or whatever. You just need bits and pieces a lot of the time, unless like you're doing a whole cover or something. But quite often you just need some little bits like that, and so scraps are great for that. I'm not going to use that, so I'm going to get all this out of the way now. A big ugly bag. I finally got my area cleaned up, and I really want to keep it cleaned up. I spent all day yesterday, the afternoon, doing that. But I probably won't, because I always say that. But I'm horrible at keeping things organized, and I knocked another petal off of that poor flower. So I'm going to glue this piece down, and I'm going to get rid of this book page because it's sticky. So let's get that glued down. Put my ruler away. Sorry, I just shook the whole thing. And at least if it is not great, we just won't put this pocket on there. So it's fun to just try some different stuff. And I guess there's really no point to this pocket necessarily, except to preserve those flowers so they don't just all fall apart, you know? Okay, so that'll be kind of like that, and then we're just going to make like a little vignette inside of there. So I probably may not use that one with the stamp, because I think, so I'm going to tear, or let's just rough this edge up. Something like that, and then I can actually move this up a little. And I can put flowers. I think I'll probably use two. Because I don't know that I'll be able to use them anywhere else without them falling apart. So yeah, we'll just do something like that. I'm going to bring it up just a touch so it's not touching all the way down here. Bring it up a touch. And then these, I think I'm going to put glue all kind of on the petals back here, just to hopefully keep them from falling off. Hopefully. That's the hope. Eeh, they just are like so fragile. Makes me kind of nerve-wracked. I don't know if both of them are going to fit. Is that one this way or this way? It's hard to tell. Yeah, it's really hard to tell what's the front and what's the back of that one. This one's pretty clear. I could just glue its petal back at the back. Let's see if we can make it look right. Are super fragile. Just like the front of this one better, and I just knocked the petal off of that one. Just stay down. Okay, I need to stitch around that pocket. I'll be right back. Okay, hi, I'm back. Sorry about that. I got that all stitched down, and I was like, duh, I need some up at the top. So I added some fabric up there at the top. So that is all done, and we're just going to glue it right down on there. And I cut out that stamp that I liked, because I think I'm gonna actually use tacky glue for this part. I want to make sure that stays down. Whoa, throw the lid. Alright, so it's going to go this way. There's no strings hanging out on there. So really this has no use other than to protect the flowers. Because I don't want them to get all knocked apart, so hopefully they won't in there. You know, you never know. We shall see. Okay, and then maybe a little piece of fabric. I had some other Tim Holtz fabric that I actually had. So let's cut it with pinking shears, since it's cut with pinking shears the rest of the way. And I just want a piece, you know. Just to kind of go behind this. I think I'm going to put a few stitches in that too. Sorry, I know, poor planning, but I just wasn't thinking I was going to do that. Maybe a little cheesecloth behind that. Yeah, something like that. So I'm just going to go run a stitch real quick through that little cluster thingy there. I'll be right back. Okay, hi, I'm back. So I just, you know, stitched around the stamp to hold all that together. So put that on there now with some tacky glue. I'm going to come up just a little because we are going to have that other pocket on there, and I'll snip off some of this crazy wild cheesecloth. Alright, so let's see what we got. And we need to punch that off. The thumb hole. Probably would have been a good idea to put a gusset down at the bottom too. Didn't think about that till just now. I guess I could still add that. Alright. So that will go about there, I think. I don't know, let's see. So I don't want to cover a whole bunch of it. Actually, this one doesn't probably need another gusset, but this one probably does. I don't know. I think I'm going to stop there because I'm not going to have time to do a whole nother one. I could add a gusset here and just show you how I'm going to do that, because I think it will need it. If it's going to have cards in it, that's just not going to be thick enough for much of anything. So I'm going to go ahead and add a gusset. So I'm going to take advantage of this flap that's already here. And let's see, let's do, I really just need, so I'm putting that little fold, this line right here, on the 1/2 inch line. Maybe. And then so I can just glue that little flap down like this. So then I'll have enough for the other side as well. So we can just add that in. I think I'm even going to cut this at an angle so it fits better. I don't want all of that bulk in there. There's no reason for it, so just get rid of it. And we'll glue those down. And then that will make our pocket, which I should have done in the first place, but I didn't. So let's get that glued down. So this is just the rest of the flap that was already, you know, scored for the folder. And we're just lining it up along the edge down there. And we can go ahead and might as well cut those a little bit of an angle as well. There's no need for that extra. And I'm just going to put a little tiny bead. It doesn't really matter because once it gets glued down it's not going to make a difference, but we'll just do that so it closes up nice. And that will work much better now. Alright, so one pocket down. Woo! Hopefully the next pocket won't take me quite as long. Alright, I hope you guys have an awesome day. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe, and we'll chat again soon. Bye-bye now.